It's me, baby girl, and I'm back to give you a reading. Let's get started. All right, Spirit said take a deep breath because things can feel overwhelming right now. And I feel as if you're someone who is very introspective or into either lately you've been just taking time out to really isolate. If you're extroverted too, it's something about it being out of character. How you're moving, it's like and it could be throwing people off because I feel like it's just a different energy about you. I feel like you're probably someone right now who's like kind of coming up on something, and that is not to say it's an opportunity. It's talking or coming up like, it is that energy, but it's more like internal. There is a shift that is going on, and truths and realizations, and I think that although this shift is ultimately beneficial for you, it is something that it's hitting in a way where I don't think you expected it to be so deep, or it's making you question things that are kind of set in stone. For example, let's say this is a best friend of yours and you're like, you kind of suck. I love you deeply. You've been there for me, but you don't really give me what I need. I want something more. I want someone who is different, who makes me feel loved. And I don't really feel that right now. And even though I know you love me, I would like to be loved by someone who loves me. I would like either you to step it up or someone to replace you who is more better fit for that title and matches what I think a friendship is, best friendship is, for example. So that can be very difficult and very tough. And I think it's kind of that level of thinking. That was a deep explanation. I feel like I got something off my chest. I haven't even felt, that's not about me. But, so hopefully that resonates with someone. Insane. But so yeah, it's like that moving, questioning things that are established, even if it's beliefs too. Like it could be significant relationships or beliefs or anything that kind of shakes you up. But either way, it's making you feel a little bit more withdrawn. And as you feel withdrawn, there is a lot of things happening in your world, so to speak, rich in your life, but like either when you're meditating or when you, whatever time you are doing to kind of do the inner work, because I don't feel like it's a sense of withdrawal, and it's not like you're doing something kind of mind numbing. I mean, all the way. I think that a lot of it is reflecting on that situation I mentioned prior, or just in general. I really feel like whoever this is for is someone who wants to grow so deeply to the point where they are constantly breaking themselves to kind of get ahead, right? Get ahead in the sense where they can get better. And there is almost a belief here that's coming through where it's like, when I am perfect, I will receive all of these things that I want. And there is something very negative and toxic about that, because you're never going to be perfect. And so it is, in a way, I'm like a programming or kind of this something that is so deeply instilled in you. It's like so subconscious, and it's blocked a lot of the things that you want, because you don't actually ever really get exactly what you want, because you don't really, that's not part of this rule that you told yourself. You told yourself when you are perfect, right? And you're not perfect yet, so you're not gonna get the thing that you want yet. So in the meantime, you'll get these little things. These things that are kind of like the thing that you want, but they're not exactly that, because again, you're not perfect. And in a perfect world, things would be this way. The breakdown is to remember that it is never going to be a perfect world in that way, in that context. You are never going to reach perfection. It's literally not gonna happen. It's kind of impossible, right? I'm really getting the imagery of, and I don't know what culture it's from, but I know it's like people embroider. Not embroider, sorry. Or yeah, like, well, through crocheting, I'll start with one example. I'm getting ahead of myself. So through crocheting, like they'll crochet something and then add a little knot, like for a mistake. And that's to like, it was something about to protect it, because, or like throw off like evil eye, you know, where it's like it's so precious that it just needs a little mistake to ground it. I'm actually, yeah, but they do this in like tapestries and like I'm talking like ornate like fabric work. It would be like a misstitch somewhere very small. I'm gonna look into this after that reading. But what I'm getting in this context of this reading and why I went on that tangent is because that is, again, relation to your life. So it's like things aren't always gonna be a 10. They have to just be a little off. And that offness is keeps it spicy, but not in the way where you have been living, where everything is just kind of like level B. I'm talking about assuming a level of like everything is what you want, and like, hey, this is not perfect, but you know what? I got it. I can work around this, you know, a challenge, so to speak. Character building, so they say. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. So these cards are so spaced out, and I really want to emphasize that too, like on the spread. So there is a lot of like esoteric energy that is just kind of around you. Just keep that in mind. The house is alive, you know what I mean? Like, things are so magical, and it is very important right now that you, in this energy of creating in this isolation, because that's what you're doing when you're reflecting, right? Because you're like, I need to break these boundaries. I feel like you're someone who heavy manifests, wants things, again, plots, schemes, but like for the things they want, right? A lot of whatever is about like going inward and understanding, and now allowing yourself to exist in a way where you, as you are okay and fine, and maybe this can be your perfect. I'm perfect because I am. That's it. That's just what it is. So then everything else can align. It really is that simple. The shifts are just so like shiftable. I'm telling you, because of this esoteric energy, and it's gonna feel like, oh my God, like that. Like it took me 10 years to like get to this space, but it's like it didn't. I totally didn't realize my cat was in here. Like yeah, it didn't take you 10 years. You know what I mean, dude? Like it's just what it is at where it's at. You know what I mean? Like the time is timing. And I'm telling you, there's something very, very, very strong about this energy that I'm picking up, and esoteric about it. And that's so nebulous. I feel like esoteric energy is one of those things where even in my mind's eye, or my trying to grasp my emotional space around it, it is still an ether. It is truly vapor. It is like just such, you know, it's the like, it is the, it's this pause. It's so like, oh, you know, it just is. And that is really what's here. And it's like a lot of these, I'm seeing a very finely knit web, again, with this thread, this netting, of like what you're receiving and what's coming in is just coming through this kind of fabric of material. And that's like these energies. And so it's like what is so cool truly is that if you want to, because you work with them, you're here for a reason, right? You're watching this video for a reason. Don't you like, sometimes I hate when people say that and I'm like, shut up, you just want the views. But sometimes like I actually get it now, because I genuinely feel like if you're watching this video, you're here for a reason. Like you know who you are. And anyway, like really working with that energy, like your guides are kind of like, yo, let's just pivot real quick. Real sec doesn't make sense, but like let's just do this and then see like what's up, because that's what's being offered to you. This is what you always wanted, right? And there it is, that thing again where this is the thing that you've been working for and you actually have been keeping it away. You're always chasing an ideal self, and that is positive in a way where it's like, good job, like you're motivational, like you're a go-getter, or like you're someone who truly cares and like takes care of themselves. Like that's a great personality trait to have. A lot of people aren't like that. And it's really cool when you meet somebody who's like that. It's special to do that constant inner work. But it's also like not because you're like a fucked up person or, you know what I mean? Like it's not because there's something lacking. And that is what needs to be kind of like put to rest now, is this idea that you are constantly a work in progress. That is what I'm saying. It's just kind of like, I am perfect. Affirm that. I am perfect. And attract all of these perfect things for you, because you are perfect. Right? That's it. Like, that's the key to your solution. And getting into that mindset is going to eliminate a lot of gaslighting in your life. Gaslighting that is self. There's going to be a lot of truth that's going to be revealed to you, especially within the next 7 days of watching this reading. It is timeless. Of course, when you watch or you get this message, that's when you get the message. That's when it works. So expect that release. And then This is about also not receiving or accepting the negative energy or chaos. So there might be situations that come up that have you in your feelings, triggered. Remove yourself when these things happen. And I know you know how to do that through stillness, meditating, and receiving positive energy. That's it. You literally step out of it and you're like, feel the feeling, label the feeling, know exactly what it is, which is judgments towards the situation, and release that. And like literally, you don't have to entertain negativity. You really don't. And I think you know that too. And you have it because that work has led you to becoming more abundant and more balanced within yourself. You're not someone who reacts as much as they used to. I feel like you're very stable. I think there is a level of maturity here, of stillness, even when it comes to spending habits, or going out, partying, any vice, any like kind of fun time. I think now there's something mature, there's something that has been overcome here. And it could be all of those things, or it could just be none of those things, but you know what you know. It's your life. And I think also what you want is to be monetarily compensated for the inner work that you have been doing. And I feel like you feel like it's owed to you because it's like promised, right? You're like, well, you said if I do this, if I, again, this is where the manifesting is coming in. So it's like, if I reach this level of myself, if I have whatever extra belief here, I will receive money. I'll be rich, I'll be abundant. Understand that, yeah, you've reached that space, you see that you're in that space, and remember you're perfect and that you're ready where you're at, and just expect those things to start trickling in, because there is a balance out from the universe, and the universe does want you to feel like you are supported and enough, especially if finances is something where you feel like you don't have enough of, or you're like, there's something that doesn't flow the way you want it to flow. That's like gonna be balanced out. Another thing here too is that this time of reflection is going to have you moving away from a lot of things that are not serving you. And that is going to be in your best interest. You're going to meet new people. You're going to connect with new people. Back to that friendship situation, right? Where that, like, it's gonna shift. Like all of these things that you're questioning are gonna be like, wait, what? Actually, and it's gonna be natural, right? It's gonna be like a natural spiral out. And it's not that these people that you're like in your life are like gonna leave your life. Like, I don't feel like if you want to burn the bridges, then that's on you, but I think it's just better to have an open door policy with everybody in your life, as long as they're not abusive, because no one owes you anything. And it's just so nice to reconnect with people like years later, you know? Life is life, and people fall out of friendships, and not fall out, but drift together, drift apart. And I don't know why I'm really feeling a deep sense of sadness, because I feel like this is, again, a relationship that you really care about that is now no longer in your life. Maybe it was never in your life in the capacity that you wanted it to, but I think now you're like, I actually deserve X, Y, and Z, and this is what I really need to be happy. And it's not that this person's a bad person, it's just that this relationship doesn't serve you. But again, that could be really anything. This guy's just cursing out, so I'm seeing, yeah, you're gonna just meet people who fill whatever void emotionally that you have so surely. But remember, not like, you know, I mean, I don't have to remind you that people aren't like here to help you. Like, everyone is just autonomous anyway. But like, yeah, there's a reason why I said that, and maybe it'll make sense when I play this reading back. I'm not sure. And lastly, because we have the Empress twice and the Queens came in, continue to be in your isolation mode until you're not anymore. You know how to follow your intuition, and be receptive to receiving. Also, I'm hearing that you think that event is going to be really cool. It's not going to be as cool as you think it is. So if you're planning on going, just stay or home. Trust. And yeah, so that is the reading. I hope this reading made sense. I hope this reading helped whoever this reading needed to help, and reach whoever needed to hear this message. This is a crazy ray of light. And get ready, because a lot of beautiful things are coming in. There is going to be definitely an upswing. I thought this reading was over. But this is the last message for real. Like, your social life is really about to pop the fuck off. And so get ready. Also, it's like summer, so I feel like that kind of makes sense, but Spirit's like, nah. Like, you're about to be outside, honey. And not just outside, like, I'm just gonna block it for a little bit. But like, looking top 10 whole amazing with the right people in the right scenes, in the right, this is gonna be going out on a whole nother level. You never experienced this type of chill. Like, this is gonna be like a fucking music video in the early 2000s, Hype Williams style. Like, just straight up cool. Everyone's just vibing the fuck out. None of the behind the scenes shit, but like, just literally everyone just having a great time and like just enjoying it and getting lit, if that's your thing. Like, and just these networking, it's gonna feel like you're this upper echelon of like life for some reason. This is what I'm picking up. And that's gonna feel like, it's just gonna feel so bright. Like this, it's gonna be such a level of growth and such a level up. Like, I don't even think you're gonna recognize like your life. Like, you're gonna be like, how is this my life? And it's like, and everybody that you're with is like fucking cool, and like generally like there is going to be already a feeling of love established. Like, I'm seeing like a group of like 5 to 6 people, like 7 people, and they meet, and like everyone just kind of starts hanging out, and it's like just so fun. Like, I'm like a collective, right? Like a real group of friends, but I don't know why I got collective. So maybe you're part of a collective, maybe you want to be, maybe you guys are become a collective, or like a very known like kind of clique. Because I'm just seeing like a lot of projects like always back and forth between you guys, and I'm seeing success and fame. Okay, that was a bonus, because what? This is gonna be lit. I hope this reading again helped and resonated. It's Baby Girl. It is really time for me to leave, and bye.